Sister wife shock. Robyn Brown's children sue Kody Brown for a share of his estate. Aurora and Brenna demand ownership of his new home. Hey friends. Welcome back. I'm Good and you're watching Scope and Spill, where we scope out the drama and spill all the juicy secrets. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. In a twist nobody saw coming, the already fractured Brown family has been thrown into even greater chaos. Robyn Brown's children, Aurora and Brianna, have reportedly filed a lawsuit against Kody Brown, seeking their share of his estate and specifically demanding ownership of Kody's lavish new home. The shocking move has blindsided Kody, who, according to insiders, is finally beginning to realize that Robyn has been playing a long and cunning game with him all along. This bombshell development not only shatters what remains of Kody's confidence in his marriage to Robyn, but also exposes deep, previously hidden tensions between Kody, Robyn, and her children, potentially irreparably damaging what little remains of the family's unity. We've spoken to sources close to the Browns, family law experts, and even a few anonymous insiders to piece together the full story behind lawsuit, Robyn's alleged scheme, and Kody's emotional unraveling in the aftermath. The beginning of the end. Kody's new home. Not long after his relationships with Mary, Christine, and Janelle collapsed spectacularly, Kody shocked everyone, including his children, by purchasing a stunning multi-million-dollar home outside Flagstaff. According to county records, the property features 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a luxury kitchen, a 3-car garage, a pool, and sprawling views of the Arizona desert. Neighbors say Kody moved into the home in a hurry, supposedly eager to start fresh with Robyn and her kids after the bitter divorce. It was clear to everyone who thought the home was meant to impress Robyn, said one insider. He was trying to make her happy, at any cost. He thought by giving her and her daughters everything, they'd finally have peace. But he didn't realize what was really going on. At the time, Robyn was said to be thrilled, smiling for cameras, and making vague statements about building a safe and stable place for the kids to thrive. But beneath the surface, tensions were already simmering. The lawsuit, Aurora, and Brianna strike back. Fast forward to today, and the very children Kody thought he was protecting have turned on him. Court documents filed earlier this month reveal that Aurora and Brianna, Robyn's eldest daughters, are suing Kody for a share of his estate. Their legal complaint claims that because Kody has financially and emotionally supported them as his own, and because they actively contributed to the maintenance and care of his household, they are entitled to a portion of his property, specifically, demanding ownership of the new home. In their filing, they also alleged that Kody made verbal promises to secure their future by leaving the house in their names, and they breached those promises by failing to do so. They feel they've earned it, another source explained. They've stood by Robyn and Kody through everything, and now they want what they believe I owed to them. Kody's devastation. I feel betrayed. For years, he insisted that Aurora and Brianna were just as much his children as any of the others. He defended them publicly, shielded them from criticism, and poured resources into their lives. He thought he was building a home for the whole family, but especially for them, said a family friend. He thought they loved him. Now he's starting to wonder if Robyn and her girls had a plan all along. According to those close to Kody, he has been alternating between anger, heartbreak, and confusion in the wake of the lawsuit. He reportedly told on Confidant, "I gave them everything. I gave them my time, my money, and now they're suing me. This is the ultimate betrayal. I can't believe Robyn would let this happen." Insiders also claim Kody has confronted Robyn about the lawsuit, but she insists she has nothing to do with it and that the girls are acting on their own. But others aren't so sure. Did Robyn orchestrate this? The biggest question now circulating among the family and fans is whether Robyn herself is behind the lawsuit. Over the years, critics have accused Robyn of being manipulative, calculating, and fixated on securing her and her children's future at the expense of Kody's other relationships. Now those criticisms seem present. One source who has known Robyn for years says she has always been very concerned about protecting her children. Financially, she's always been obsessed with making sure her kids are taken care of, they said. And she's very persuasive. I would not be surprised at all if she encouraged the girls to file this lawsuit. In fact, it sounds exactly like something she would do, letting them do the dirty work while she pretends to be innocent. Even some of Kody's older children have reportedly weighed in with Gwen and Pan, Posting, Cryptic messages online about greed and manipulation in the family. Comments many believe are directed at Robyn and her daughters. Legal experts say the case could drag on for months or even years. On the one hand, these young women are technically adults who were never formally adopted by Kody, explained family law attorney Rachel Torres. On the other hand, if they can prove that he treated them as his own children and made promises regarding inheritance or property, they could have a case. The lawsuit also threatens to reveal intimate details about Finn's, something he has fought hard to keep private. And there's more at stake than just money. If the girls win, Kody could be forced out of the home he just bought, leaving him effectively homeless after already losing his previous houses and relationships. He might have to start all over again, Torres added. It could be devastating. Unsurprisingly, the rest of the Brown family has not taken the news. Well, sources say Christine was furious when she found out about the lawsuit. She's been saying for years that Robyn was only interested in securing her future at Kody's expense, one insider claimed. Now she feels vindicated. Mary reportedly called the lawsuit pathetic and the ultimate proof that Kody made a mistake choosing Robyn over everyone else. Janelle, ever the pragmatist, is said to be quietly watching from the sidelines, but she has already offered her sons a place to stay if Kody ends up losing the house. And the older children, they've reportedly distanced themselves even further from Kody, with some of them openly mocking him for being played by Robyn and her kids. Kody's emotional breakdown. Over the past few weeks, Kody's emotional state has reportedly deteriorated rapidly. Neighbors claim they've seen him wandering the property at night, sitting alone by the pool, and occasionally yelling into the desert. He just seems broken, said one neighbor. You can see it in his eyes. He looks like a man who finally realizes he's been fooled. Friends say he has stopped shaving, stopped attending church regularly, and spends most of his days on the phone with his lawyers. He's a shell of who he was. A family friend said this lawsuit took the last bit of fight out of him. Robyn, meanwhile, has remained mostly silent in public, though she did give a brief statement to a local news outlet claiming she had nothing to do with her daughter's decision to sue. I love me husband and I support my daughters, she said. I hope we can resolve this as a family. But sources close to her say she's been privately gleeful about the situation, and some even claim she's already making plans to move into the home with Aurora and Brianna permanently if they win. She's acting like she already owns the place. One source said, he should have seen this coming. Fans of Sister Wives have taken to social media in droves to weigh in on the shocking, fan wrote on Twitter. He ignored his other kids for years and spoiled Robyn's kids. Now look what's happening. Another fan added, Robyn's been playing chess while Kody was playing checkers. Some have even suggested that the lawsuit should be featured in the next season of The How, though it's unclear whether cameras have been rolling. Beyond the legal wrangling, the lawsuit traces deeper questions about the nature of family, loyalty, and love in the Brown clan. Kody spent years insisting that polygamy was about building one big happy family. But in the end, his focus on Robyn and her children seems to have alienated everyone else. Now he faces the ultimate test. Whether he can salvage any kind of relationship with his other children or even with Robyn herself. After this betrayal, one insider put it bluntly, Kody thought he was creating a legacy, but all headed was dig his own grave. For now, Kody remains in the home, though that could change depending on the outcome of the case. Lawyers have advised him not to make any major moves or statements while the legal battle plays out. Robyn and her daughters continue to live nearby, though there are rumors that Aurora and Brianna have already begun redecorating rooms in the house in anticipation of winning the lawsuit. It's like a funeral over there, said one neighbor. The man's life is falling apart around him. Could there be reconciliation? Is there any hope that the family can heal from this ordeal? Experts say it's unlikely. Once money and property the equation, relationships tend to sour permanently, attorney Rachel Torres explained, especially in a family as complicated as this one. But some of Kody's older children have suggested that they might be willing to reconnect with him if he finally admits his mistakes and takes responsibility for his actions. Kody needs to wake up. One son reportedly said he needs to see who's really been on his side all along, and it's not Robyn or her kids. As the dust settles, one thing is clear. The lawsuit filed by Robyn's daughters has exposed deep fractures in the Brown family that may never heal. For Kody, it's a painful lesson about trust, love, and the dangers of putting all your faith and money into one relationship at the expense of others. For Robyn and her daughters, it's a bold and controversial move to secure their future. Meanwhile, Sister Wives Kody Brown feels helpless under pressure from Janelle and Mary, with no one by his side. In this difficult time, it has been one of the most tumultuous years of Kody Brown's life. And as the dust settles from his broken marriages, financial troubles, and family scandals, the once confident patriarch of Sister Wives finds himself alone, confused, and helpless. According to insiders, Kody is currently under relentless pressure from Janelle and Mary, his estranged former wives, who are making bold moves to claim what they believe is rightfully theirs, while Kody has nobody left in his corner to help him navigate these dark days. We spoke to family sources, legal analysts, and even neighbors to uncover the full story of how Kody's empire unraveled. Janelle and Mary have turned up the heat, and what happens when the man who once claimed to have it all is left with nothing and no one. The fall of the Brown patriarch. At the height of his fame, Kody Brown stood at the center of a sprawling polygamist family with wives, 18 children, and a reality TV show that turned their unconventional lifestyle into a national conversation. For years, he projected confidence and control, managing the competing needs of his wives, building homes, and trying to keep everyone and everything together. But slowly, his family structure began to collapse under the weight of his decisions. Favoritism toward Robyn, and a growing rift with his other wives, children. By 2024, Christine had left, then Janelle separated. Then Mary officially walked away, and even Robyn's support has reportedly wavered in the wake of his recent struggles. Now, according to insiders, Kody is facing an even bigger crisis with Janelle and Mary pressing him harder than ever, and no allies to help him. Janelle's legal move. After her separation from Kody, Janelle quietly began speaking with lawyers about her stake in the Coyote Pass property. Kody made a lot of promises over the years, verbal agreements about who would get which parcel, how the land would be divided, said one family source. Janelle has decided it's time to put it all in writing and get what she's entitled to. According to court records review door team, Janelle has filed a formal claim on the land, seeking to have her share legally recognized and forcing Kody either to buy her out or sell his share and divide the profits. Janelle has had enough, said one friend, Closedo. She spent decades sacrificing for that family, building the dream of Coyote Pass, and now she's demanding her fair share. But Kody reportedly didn't see it coming. He thought she would just walk away quietly, said another insider. But she's tougher than he gave her credit for. Mary demands justice. At the same time, Mary has also reportedly begun legal proceedings of her own. Seeking to recoup money, she says she invested in family businesses and property over the decades. For years, Mary was seen as the quiet, long-suffering wife who tolerated Kody's neglect and humiliation. But after she officially announced the end of their marriage, something in her changed. She found her voice, said a friend. She's no longer willing to let him get away with everything. According to those close to the situation, Mary claims she promised a stake in several of the family's properties, including the bed and breakfast she runs, and even portions of the Coyote Pass land. She has receipts. One insider revealed she kept meticulous records of what she put in, and now she wants it back. Kody's response: I can't take this anymore. Facing legal claims from two former wives at the same time, Kody has reportedly reached a breaking point. He spends most days sitting at the kitchen table with stacks of papers, looking lost, said one family friend. He keeps saying he can't believe they're doing this to him. According to multiple sources, Kody feels betrayed, not by Janelle and Mary, but by everyone who's abandoned him. He gave everything to this family, or at least he thinks he did, and now he feels like everyone has turned on him. Neighbors say he has been seen pacing outside late at night, sometimes shouting into the desert wind, muttering to himself about lawyers and liars. He looks like a man who has lost everything, said one neighbor. It's kind of sad to see. The woman Kody once called his soulmate seems to have quietly retreated from the spotlighters. Well, for years, Kody relied on Robyn as his rock. The one wife always defended him, always supported him, always took his side. But lately, that support has reportedly faded. She's tired, said a source close to the family. She's still there, but she's not fighting for him anymore. She's just keeping her head down. Some insiders claim that even Robyn has begun the possibility of leaving, though nothing has been confirmed. She's watching him fall apart, say the source. And I think she's wondering if she really wants to go down with the ship. Perhaps the most painful part for Kody, according to those who know him, is the complete lack of allies. Christine has moved on with her new husband, David Woolley, and seems happier than ever. Janelle is focusing on her children and her health. Mary is traveling, running her business, and posting inspirational messages on Instagram. Even many of his adult children have distanced themselves from him, frustrated with his favoritism and anger. "It's like he's been exiled," said one source. "He's alone in that big house with nobody to talk to." Some of his children have reportedly blocked his number or refused to answer his calls. "He calls, and they just let it go to voicemail," the source added. On top of his personal struggles, Kody is also facing a looming financial crisis. With no more TLC income from the show, which ended its latest season on a low note, mounting legal fees, property taxes on Coyote Pass, and the costs of maintaining his large home, Kody is reportedly running out of money. His bank accounts are drying up, cite a family friend. The money from the show is gone. The debts are piling up, and it doesn't know how to fix them. Sources claim he has begun selling personal belongings and to save in considering selling parts of the Coyote Pass land just to stay afloat, which could complicate the claims from Janelle and Mary even further. "It's a mess," said one lawyer familiar with the case, "and it's suddenly going to get messier." Those who have spoken to Kody recently describe a man who is barely hanging on. "He cries a lot," said one insider. "He's angry one minute, crying the next, then completely numb." Friends say he has stopped attending church services regularly, often spends his evenings alone, drinking tea, and staring at old family photos. "He keeps saying, 'How did I come to this?' said a friend. Many fans and even some family members believe Kody should have seen this coming. For years, his favoritism toward Robyn, neglect of his other wives, and inability to take responsibility for his mistakes drove a wedge between him and everyone else. "He brought this on himself," said one of his adult children, speaking anonymously. "He pushed everyone away for Robyn, and now even she's backing away. What did it expect?" Social media has been merciless with fans posting memes and about Kody getting what he deserves and karma coming for him. One fan wrote, "You can't treat people like that for decades, and then act surprised when they finally stand up to you." Janelle's new strength. Meanwhile, Janelle has been thriving since leaving Kody. She's lost weight, launched a fitness business, and reconnected with her kids and grandkids. "She's glowing," said a friend. "You can see how much happier she is without him." Even in court proceedings, she has reportedly been calm, confident, and well-prepared, a stark contrast to Kody's frazzled demeanor. "She's playing chess, and he's still playing checkers," said one observer. "My reinvention." Mary, too, has embraced her new life with enthusiasm. She travels frequently, posts inspirational quotes on Instagram, and seems to have finally found her voice. "She's done being the victim," said a friend. "She's taking control now." Mary has also been seen with a mysterious new man in several photos, though she has declined to comment on her relationship status. "She's moving on," that friend added. "And she's not looking back." Legal experts say Kody is facing an uphill battle, unless he can prove that Janelle and Mary have no legal claim to the properties. He could lose a significant amount of money and land, said family law attorney Rachel Torres. Some even speculate that he may be forced to declare bankruptcy if the court rules against him and he can't pass judgments. "He's looking at a very bleak future," Torres added. "And he has no one left to help him." Despite everything, some believe Kody could still turn his life around if he's willing to change. "He needs to humble himself," said a family friend. "He needs to apologize, make amends, and start over." But others doubt he has the capacity to do that. "He's too proud," said one of his adult children. "He'll go down fighting bore." He admits he was wrong. As Kody sits in his quiet, empty home, surrounded by legal papers and memories of a family that no longer exists, many are wondering if this is truly the end of the Brown family saga. Some fans hope for reconciliation. Others believe it's too late. One thing is certain. The man who once claimed he could handle 4 wives and 18 children is now struggling to handle himself. Social media has exploded with reactions to the latest developments. On Twitter, one fan wrote, "Watching Kody finally realize he has no one left is oddly satisfying." Another added, "Maybe now he'll understand what he put everyone else through." On Instagram, comments ranged from sympathetic to savage, "Poor guy, but also, he kind of deserves it." Even former Sister Wives producer Nancy Green weighed in, tweeting, "This is the ending we all knew was coming." Kody Brown is learning the hard way that you can't build a family on broken promises and favoritism. For years, he believed he could keep everyone in line, control the narrative, and have it all. But now, under pressure from Janelle and Mary, and with no one left in his corner, he faces his most difficult chapter yet: sister wife shock. Christine and David Woolley plan to build a new home, a fresh start without Kody. In a heartwarming yet controversial turn of events, Sister Wives star Christine Brown and her new husband, David Woolley, have announced plans to build a brand new home together, symbolizing not just hair love, but also Christine's definitive break from her old life with Kody Brown. After years of enduring a strained and unequal marriage to Kody, Christine seems to have finally found her peace and her power alongside David. Together, they've embarked on a journey to design and build the dream home that she always wanted but never had during her plural marriage. We've spoken to insiders, construction experts, and even some of Christine's friends to uncover the full story: where the home will be, what Teat will look like, how Kody and the rest of the family are reacting, and what this move means for the future of the Browns. When Christine first met David Woolley, she described it as love at first sight. After leaving Kody, she wasn't sure she'd ever find love again. But David quickly swept her off her feet with his humor, kindness, and devotion. "It's the kind of love I always dreamed of," Christine gushed during a recent interview. "I never felt this way before." David, a successful businessman and father of his own children, embraced Christine's big family with open arms. He attended family gatherings, treated her kids with warmth, and stood by her side, publicly and privately. "He worships her," said one family friend. "It's completely different from what she had with Kody." It didn't take long for the couple to start thinking about their future. And that future, they decided, would include building their own home from the ground up. "For the first time in my life, I get to make decisions about my own house," Christine said on Instagram, her eyes shining. "Where it will be, what it will look like, and who I share it with." According to sources, Christine and David explored buying an existing house, but ultimately decided to build so they could create a space that truly reflected both of them, free of the compromises and battles that defined her previous home with Kody. Ever since she left Flagstaff, Christine has been vocal about how much she loves living in Utah, being closer to her children and extended family, as well as being surrounded by the stunning mountains and familiar community, has brought her immense joy. "She's a Utah girl at heart," said one insider. "That's where she belongs." Christine and David reportedly purchased a parcel of land near Salt Lake City, secluded enough for privacy, but close enough to shopping, schools, and family. They found the perfect lot. The source said it's got breathtaking mountain views and enough room for gardens, guests, and maybe even a pool. The design: warm, welcoming, and whimsical. According to drafts leaked by someone close to the project, the house will be a blend of cozy farmhouse charm and modern luxury. "It's going to be warm, welcoming, and whimsical, just like Christine said," one of the architects. Some planned features reportedly include a massive open kitchen with double ovens and a farmhouse sink, a large dining area for family meals and gatherings, and floor-to-ceiling windows to take in the mountain views, a wraparound porch with rocking chairs and hanging plants, a master suite with a private balcony and spa-style bathroom, guest bedrooms for her kids and grandkids, a craft room and a reading nook, a big backyard asignment for entertaining, complete with a fire pit and string lights. She told the designers, "I want this house to feel like love," the source revealed. Unsurprisingly, news of Christine and David's plans to build a home together has not gone over well with Kody Brown. According to insiders, Kody sees the new house as another public humiliation and proof that Christine has moved on without him and is thriving while continues to struggle. He's furious. One source said he keeps saying things like, "She's flaunting it in my face," and "she's rewriting history to make me look bad." Neighbors claim Kody has been seen muttering angrily on his porch and pacing around his yard late at night. "He feels like she's rubbing her happiness in his face," said another insider. But the truth is, Christine isn't even thinking about him anymore. While Kody fumes, Christine and David's children couldn't be happier about the new house. "Her kids love David," said a family friend. "And they're thrilled that she's finally building the home she always deserved." Some of her children have reportedly even helped with the design process, suggesting colors, furniture styles, and ideas for the backyard. "It feels like a family project," the source said. For Christine, the decision to build this house is about more than bricks and mortar. It's about reclaiming her life, her dreams, and her happiness. During her marriage to Cody, Christine never really got a say in where or how they lived, said one friend. Kody always put Robyn first, and Christine was just expected to go along with whatever he decided. Fans of the show may remember the endless debates over houses in Vegas, Flagstaff and Coyote Pass, with Christine often being sidelined or dismissed. She spent years living in places she didn't want and homesh didn't love, all because of Cody, the friend said. Now she's finally building something for herself, and it's beautiful to see. According to construction insiders, the house could take anywhere from 12 to 18 months to complete, though Christine is reportedly hoping to move in sooner. She's so excited she's already picking out paint colors and furniture, said one of the builders. She's not wasting any time. Neighbors near the lot say construction crews have already begun clearing the land and laying the foundation. She visits the site almost every day, said one neighbor. You can tell she's thrilled. While Cody stews, Robyn reportedly feels deeply hurt by Christine's decision to build a home with David. She feels like Christine is trying to make her look bad, said a source, like she's showing the world that she's happier without Cody and, by extension, without Robyn. But others argue that Robyn's hurt feelings are misplaced. This isn't about Robyn, said another insider. This is about Christine finally living her own life. Fans of Sister Wives have flooded social media with supportive messages for Christine and David. On Instagram, one fan wrote, "This is the happily ever after Christine deserves." Another commented, "Watching her build her dream house while Cody spirals is the definition of poetic justice." On Twitter, hashtags like Team Christine and Christine wins again have been trending since news of the house broke. Some fanshaves speculated that Christine's bold move might inspire other members of the Brown family and even other women in similar situations to stand up for themselves. Christine setting an example, cite on commenter. "You don't have to stay where you're not loved. You can build your own happiness, literally." Of course, building a home is never without challenges, and insiders say there are already some obstacles to overcome. There's been some delays with permits and a few supply chain issues, said one builder, but nothing that can't be fixed. And then there's Cody, who has reportedly considered contesting Christine's right to certain shared assets, though experts say he has little legal ground to stand on. He can't stop her, said one lawyer familiar with a Brown situation. She's free to build whatever she wants. For Christine, the house represents the start of an entirely new chapter in her life, one where she's no longer in shadow. She told me, "For the first time, I feel like I'm truly home, even before the house is finished," said a close friend. And David, "He's just happy to be along for the ride. I just want to make her happy," he reportedly told a family friend. She deserves everything. Cody's future. Meanwhile, Cody's future remains uncertain. With his family fractured, his finances strained, Ondi's once commanding presence reduced to angry outbursts and legal battles, he seems to be stuck in place while Christine and David move forward. He's realizing that he can't control her anymore, said one insider. And that's driving him crazy. Christine Brown's decision to build a home with David Woolley is more than just a construction project. It's a powerful statement of independence, resilience, and love. For years, she sacrificed her happiness for Cody and the family. But now, with David by her side, she's creating the life she always dreamed of and proving that it's never too late to start over. As the foundation is laid, and the walls begin to rise, so too does Christine, stronger, happier, and freer than ever before.